Shall we seek out the young man from the other day? Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
You have our gratitude.
This place is amazing. I knew I'd find something down here, but
The books ne'er seem to end. Who could have brought them here, I wonder?
Oh. What does this say? Let's have a look then.
so dull when there's nothing doing. You're always good for a laugh.
Surely I can permit myself but a moment's rest.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Most impressive, Master.
Some variety would be nice if we must fight. It isn't worthless. That's as much as I can say for it.
Rarely have I felt so empty.
My prayers, protect me from this evil. Heaven heed my
Would you mind coming over here?
from this evil. My patience has its limits.
Wish I had someone to talk to.
Let us be thorough. Scrupulous investigation is the cornerstone of any adventure.
Indeed. Let us know if we can be of assistance, Arisen. Over here, if you please.
There is
Surely no fate more wretched than this.
Following along, I trust. Take care not to lose sight of me. Here we are.
Hoy, friend! Have there any time for me? There's something I've come to understand during my stolen hours exploring these streets. Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives, for it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine even be called living when I am so doted upon by my mother? I want to live a life I can proudly call my own, and to achieve it with all that my heart desires. I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind every... Looking at this box, it fills me... 'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant, to be willed about as she pleases. 'Tis something I obtained of my own will. Here is the last of the gold I owe you. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. There's aught I would do. Thus, I cannot say when next we'll see each other, though I feel sure we shall in time. Perhaps sooner than we might think. Till then, take care, friend.
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad.
True enough.
I find your company to be well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. In all Vernworth. Much obliged.
This inspires naught but misgivings. Might we not complete our delivery while we're here?
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
Right you are.
Oi, you risen! Have you found any gold ore yet?
Wow! Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Thanks. So, remember how I told you about them? Now lots of people who live nearby, the priests have been treating everyone as best they can. I want to help them, apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring us some... Oh, thanks, Ariz. I'll talk to the priests in the meantime. Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Thanks so much, but with so many sick, I reckon that...
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time. The
Prison decides our path. We have but to follow.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
Not sure what they expect.
Gentle scratch on my arm. Buy myself a manor.
My bed calls and I shall today.
Water. Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. In all Vernworth. You know where to find me.
I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
Treat myself to a tipple before bed.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid. Oh, thank you.
'Tis a goodly deed we've done aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
You have my support.
Got to make room for my next shipment.
We shall await you here, Master.
Oh, could use a rest.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls.
Watch yourself. I'm...
Well, have you found some place? Oh, to think such a place existed. Guide me outside, then. If you can...
Consarn it. I'm nodding off where I stand.
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can... Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use.
Living's odd, but dreams
Must have taken a wrong turn.
Blessed be we servants.
Shall we report this development?
Yeah? What is it?
I shall gladly aid.
Pray, follow me.
Oh, sir, if you please, pray excuse my boldness, sir. I am but a humble maid in service to a noble household. Might I beg a moment of your time? My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider offering your assistance. Oh, thank you, sir. You cannot imagine my relief. Might we continue this conversation somewhere more discreet? The matter it concerns is rather sensitive, and I would not risk being overheard. You will find my master's manor in the noble quarter. Pray.
I'd sooner stay out of that. What should I get up to today?
Well then, sir. Got to be somewhere to make some quick coin.
Over here, if you would. Mayhap the one we're here to meet intends to arrive at a different time of day?
The current hour ill suits our progress. Let us visit an inn or make camp, and set out again later.
At last! 'Tis a good thing we waited.
By your leave.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. As a true... It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. Mayhap it would be prudent to visit the man on occasion, and avail yourself of his Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray.
Outstanding!
Well done, everyone.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Or shall change once we have... If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best. Very well. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds, and so, in honor of his supposed the false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a... What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? If that is your judgment, your Majesty. There is much we ought to tend to. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen for some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be... This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange. For sweet crown flower, I dare say, 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge, 'tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's... I am glad to hear it. For I cannot shake the feeling that
Do to someone else what I just did to you? What? She have meant by that?
Fancy a look at my wares?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Ah, excellent find.
Where are you off to?
This really is fine craftsmanship. This part of the comes as well. Need anything? Well, maybe. Need anything? Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Need anything? Stop by again, Sue.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Need anything? No hurry to leave. Give the cart. Where to next?
This place is lovely. I might stay a while. Got to try to enjoy life where and when I can. Why is everyone always in such a hurry?
What's amiss? My fur stands on end.
This is my favorite place in all the town.
A good sleep will ensure we...
Good morrow, everyone.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling... Rested, I trust?
Shall we visit the manor as the maid bid? Follow me, master. I shall guide you to the location.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Oh, you came, sir. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time.
Diana! Would you paint my mother a criminal? Ahem. Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offense.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terrible. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid! Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the...
Sir Ludolf's lust knows no bounds. This time he's set his sights on the Watchhead's missus. Still, however pressed, no man is like to hand her his own wife, eh? The Watchhead refused, and rightly so. But his lordship doesn't take no for an answer. He employed his usual method, which is to say, he dispatched the Watchhead on a mission to slay a Dullahan. Poor old Gregor departed last night. I'm sorry to say it, but he shan't be returning alive. That's the sort of man that noble is, you see. No. That tyrannical Sir Ludolf thinks he can do whatever he likes. That tyrannical...
Still looking? Well...
'Twas in the slum.
I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel. But you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment. I am caring for him as best I... However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray, bring my son back to health.
I will look after him.
That woman's taking advantage of us. She...
Will he truly be all right?
Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, 'tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, not to mention, I have to find the means to propose. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave, you would procure it yourself. In that case, might I trouble you to bring me... The slums are a bane to the body's humours, and its residents are oft... We do what we can with what little we have. Your aid is most appreciated, sir.
Tell is, Maya's might can be...
Yes, sir. Ah, forgive me. If that's not the case, you will have to...
Hoy, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by, so I could thank you again for all... You wanted to ask me a favour this... So, this noble boy... I mean, I don't know the first thing about me. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it... Lead on.
Use a little fun to brighten my day.
Greetings. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. It is lovely to see you.
Time to catch myself up on the book around town.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Look, young master.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you...
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery. And a flower from Mel. She was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be...
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
Let's see. Ah, I almost forgot. In that go... Let's see. Ah, I almost forgot.
The lands around is not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both?
You know, the roads around Melv are supposed to be really... I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you.
Well then, I must confess, I only hope I've not You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? Let's see. What? Ah, I almost forgot.